Hey Web World, it's Scotty D with a quick how-to video on upgrading your iPhone firmware. Why does that matter to you? Well, if you have been locked into a cave, then I understand. If you haven't been locked into a cave, you understand that June 24th was the official release date of the new iPhone 4 that we've all been waiting for. And if you got yourself on that request waiting list, you were standing in line on June 24th to get your hands on one of these hot new items because of some of the feature sets that you've been excited about. The front-facing camera, allowing for two-way video conferencing over services like Skype. You can also enjoy better camera optics on this new iPhone 4, higher resolution on that. And of course, the multitasking has everybody talking, where you could do more at the same time. Now, if you didn't get your name on the request list for this brand new iPhone 4, you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer for the actual hardware and that optical feature on the front face of the camera itself. But if you have an iPhone 3G or an iPhone 3GS, you can enjoy the software of that new iPhone 4 by doing a firmware revision upgrade. Now, if you have your phone installed into one of those extended battery case housings, you're going to want to remove it from that case because you don't want to use the USB cable that came with that. You want to use the actual USB cable that came with your iPhone, the white cable that I'm talking about, that has the USB on one end and the iPhone specific plug on the other. Grab that cable and plug it into your computer. Make sure you fire up iTunes. And if you haven't upgraded your iTunes lately, you're going to need to do that also. It is a prerequisite to be at version 9.2 of iTunes to get this upgrade to take place. If you don't know what version you have, simply fire up iTunes. It should present you a message if there's a newer version available. If you don't see the message, simply go over to your help, then go to About. Take a look at the iTunes scroll right here. It'll actually show you what version of iTunes you have as the scroll moves up. If you're not at 9.2 or above, then you're going to need to do the upgrade. If you're at 9.2 or above already, you're okay. If you've never done an iTunes upgrade, simply follow the prompts that come open when you actually start your iTunes, or if you bypass that to go into your iTunes and you're in your iTunes already, click on Help, then go check for updates. That will actually go out to the iTunes App Store and it'll actually show you what revisions of the iTunes software are currently available. If you're at the current version, it'll actually show you that you're at the current version. Otherwise, it'll prompt you for the necessary upgrades needed for your system. Could be as many as 2 or 3. I know that I've seen Safari on these upgrade lists. I know I've seen QuickTime on these upgrade lists. And of course, the iTunes. Follow those upgrade prompts and get your iTunes to version 9.2. I will mention that if you do an iTunes upgrade, you will be prompted to reboot your system. So go ahead and follow those prompts. Once you get it upgraded, then come back and start up iTunes again. Once you get iTunes started up again and you have your iPhone USB plug into the computer itself, you take the other end and plug it into your iPhone itself. In about 2 or 3 seconds, it should actually identify your iPhone on your computer system. You'll hear the bleep on your phone, and then in the left column of your iTunes list, you should see your phone pop up. And there's mine. You'll also notice that another prompt comes open where it says a new iPhone software version is available for your phone. Would you like to download it and install it now? Notice the version is 4.0. That is the same version of software that is running on the new iPhone 4 that's out today. So you can either download it only and install it later, or you can download it and install it right now. Now, if you haven't backed up your apps on your iPhone, you're going to want to do that too. Because as we move through some of these prompts, you'll notice that you will be notified that this update of 4.0 will delete all the media, including iTunes Store purchases on your iPhone itself. So you're going to want to make sure that you have backed up your iPhone with your iTunes. Now, once you've got it all backed up, go ahead and click Update. And you'll get prompted with the typical, are you sure you want to read all of this stuff? And you can scroll through it and read it if you find it important. Print it out, share it with your kids and grandma and grandpa. You can make it an evening out of it. Otherwise, scroll to the bottom and click Next. You'll also get your license agreement. If you like to read all of that, you can. If you like to print it out and save it, you can do that as well. Go ahead and click agree. And you'll notice at the top that the iPhone software update is happening right now. Do not shut your computer off at this point, and do not unplug your iPhone at this point. Go ahead and let it do its entire download of the software and install of the software, if you did elect to do that version, all in one step. With respects to time, I've actually sped up this portion of the video so you don't get bored watching the status bar on iTunes as it downloads your brand new iPhone software update. Now, once that download is complete, iTunes will initiate a backup of your iPhone. Even if you've already done a backup, it will attempt to do another backup. This could take quite a bit of time depending on how much you actually have loaded in your iPhone, like apps, photos, songs, emails, things like that. Once the backup has been completed, you'll get a notification on your screen, and then iTunes will attempt to start a restore of your iPhone applications back to your iPhone. At this point in time, your screen will change from its synchronization screen that you're used to seeing to this iPhone Apple install screen. Now, the bar below the Apple is a status bar, and it will fill in as the status is progressing, and it'll fill up as it's completed. Once it's completed, all you have to do is go back into iTunes, click on your iPhone, and click on the Summary tab. Check the software version, and it should show version 4.0 at that point. If it does, congratulations, you've just upgraded your iPhone 3G or 3GS with the new iPhone software version 4.0. Now you see here on the screen a side-by-side example of how your screen will look from the iPhone 3G software on the left before I did the upgrade, and the iPhone 3G running the new version 4.0 software on the right. So enjoy the brand new version 4.0, and thanks for watching. I'm Scotty D.